Hello once again, welcome to my Matchbox YouTube channel, and now we're going to move on to the 17E horse box. Okay, so this is the fifth model in the 1 to 75 number 17 range. Okay, so this is the 17E, and we'll talk about regular wheel and Superfast at the same time, because as you can see there, it's one of those sort of transition models that was obviously based on the regular wheel. So only two box styles on the 17E. So we have the early F regular wheel box and the later style G box. Okay. Now, funny enough, the number 17 regular wheel was actually the first regular wheel model that I bought as a collector, and that was way back at a little toy show in Reading, sort of over 30 years ago, and it was the first one I got. It just sort of appealed to me, really. I mean, I thought the artwork on the F box is stunning. I really do. And as you've seen through the progression of artwork with Matchbox, it got better and better as far as I'm concerned. And there was just more attention to detail. The boxes became bigger. There was so much sort of more design to it, and I'm very fond of the F style box, whether it's regular wheel or Superfast. So the 17E was the first regular wheel model I bought, because as you know, guys, I mean, my era was sort of second series Superfast, but I did go forward on from that, and if you see my other videos and things, I did go back to the 1961-62 D box era as well. Okay, so first model I bought. So we'll talk about the regular wheel version. Essentially, there aren't really any variations of this on this. I don't think there's even a standard code variation. There might be. I think there is, but there's not many at all. So essentially, the red cab and chassis, green rear with a grey door. But hey, folks, look at this beauty here, green door. This is actually a pre-production model, and you can tell the pre-production models because on the actual door here, okay, I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but all the production models had a little sort of gap, so a child could get his fingernail in there or something and pull that door down, because when that door is shut, it's quite tight. On the pre-production one, there's no sort of fingernail gap in there at all. Okay, so that can be sort of quite difficult to open for a child, and that's why they redesigned it. As you can see, matches the box artwork, and I've always said this, if the model is drawn, in my opinion, it exists. Okay, it's my opinion, but I've shared that opinion with many people over the years, and luckily they've been inclined to agree, and there's no reason not to, really, because why would that exist? If it wasn't drawn, it's as simple as that. So to get that with matching artwork, that is just fantastic, and it's one of those models where I've not seen another one. Okay, so if you've got one out there, let us know, because to keep saying it would be nice to have a sort of definitive guide to what's going on, and just have some sort of record. And that hopefully will keep the bodgers and fakers at bay. So if all us genuine real collectors share our knowledge and say, well, I've got one of those, okay, then I mean that can only be a good thing. So to get that was extremely lucky. It come from a friend of mine. He found it at a toy show. Just one of those lucky finds. Absolutely delighted to get that. And then we move on to the Superfast years. So the first issue, okay, as you can see, just replicates the regular wheel version, but we've just gone to the transitional 5-spoke wheels. So that's the red, same as the F box regular wheel one, and then they toned it down to sort of an orangey red. Then they went to orange, okay, and funny enough, they went back to orangey red again, but they did it with a grey rear. And I didn't incorporate that to collection. Perhaps I could have done, should have done. It's not a rare model. It's gettable. But interestingly, and this is what I love about Matchbox. Okay, as you'll see on my G boxes here, I did get a darker shade of box to match or nearly match the red cab here. See, these two are much lighter. So I think we've got a complete matching one here and almost a matching one there as well. and you will get that on you know, Matchbox artwork, particularly in the Superfast years. And I think my best example of it is my #2 Mercedes trailer with the orange canopy, because the box has got a real sort of orangey hue to it. And you know, it wasn't like something that was commissioned by Lesney to have this like darker shade box. It was just different printers they were using and different print inks and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's sort of something to look out for. It's a bit like on the 22 Pontiac, because there's on the purple one there's three shades of that purple, and you will get like a lighter and darker shade box. So it's something to look out for. So that's the 17E. Thanks ever so much for watching. I do appreciate your time. Stay in touch. Please message me. You know, let's stay connected, because it can only be a good thing. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye bye.